All right, welcome back, Algebra 1. Today we're going to be working with simplifying square roots. All right, let's make sure, first of all, that we understand what a square root is. Down here in the notes, you see that the 3 times 3 is 9, right? Everybody knows that. That's not news. And also, hopefully, you'll understand what a square root means. The square root of 9 is 3 because 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, so let's do some more square roots just to kind of warm us up here a little bit. The square root of 64, what times itself is 64? That's going to be 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Square root of 49 is what? That's going to be 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. 81, square root of 81. What times itself is 81? 9, right? We got that. Square root of 25, 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. And the square root of 100 is, what times itself is 100? 10. That's it, 10. So the square root of 100 is 10. Right now you're like, yes, this is all this assignment is. Well, not quite. Let's do another one. All right, let's look at this one. Square root of 27. What times itself is 27? And you're probably thinking, like me, I have no idea. I don't have any idea at all what the square root of 27 is. Well, I've got a small idea, but it's just a guess. It's just a guess. So, we can't just stop here. We got to do something. Let's look down in this box down here. This box down here kind of shows all of the basic square roots, the perfect squares. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. We get all that. Square root of 27 doesn't show up down there. So here's what we're going to do, and this is going to get tricky. I want to know two numbers that I can multiply to get 27. So two factors of 27. And here's the kicker. The first factor has to be a perfect square. So it has to be one of these numbers down there. The first one has to be. Well, so here's what I see. Let me just kind of walk you through my thought process. Can I take 27 divided by 4? I can't. 27 divided by 9? Yes, I can. 27 divided by 9, 27 divided by 9 is actually going to be 3, right? So root 9 times root 3 is equal to root 27. Okay, now here's what's kind of cool about this. The square root of 9, this part, square root of 9, I can just kind of erase that and write a 3. So the square root of 27 is actually equal to 3 times the square root of 3. Okay, so let's look at the square root of 45. Once again, I need to figure out what can I divide 45 by. Two factors, and the first one has to be a perfect square. So looking over here, can I divide 45 by 4? Nope. Can I divide 45 by 9? Yeah, actually, it's going to be 9 again. So if I put 9 in here, I wonder, so 9 times what is 45? 9 times 5 is 45. So what is this going to be? Well, the square root of 9 is just 3. So this is just going to be 3 root 5. Okay, let's look at 75, root 75. I need to find a perfect square over here that I can divide by 75 by. That's a factor. I can't take 75 divided by 4. Can't take it divided by 9. I can't divide by 16, but I can divide by 25. So 25 times 3 is going to be 75. Okay, now let's simplify this. The square root of 25 is just 5. So we're just going to have 5 root 3. Okay, let's look at 80. 80, which one can we divide by? Well, 80 is going to be kind of tricky, actually. I can divide 80 by 4. I can, but there's a bigger number that I can divide 80 by that's still a perfect square, and that's the one I want to use. I want to use 16. Always use the biggest perfect square. So this is going to be root 16 times root 5. And so root 16 times root 5, that's just going to be 4 root 5. How about root 300? I bet you already see it. What's the biggest factor of 300 that's a perfect square? Well, that biggest factor that's a perfect square is going to be 100. So we're just going to call this root 100 times root 3. And the square root of 100, that's just the same thing as 10. So this is just going to be 10 root 3. So that's it. That's all we got. I know you can do this. Good luck.